So the gentleman, the portly gentleman leave, seeing clearly that it'd be useless to pursue their point. The gentleman withdrew. They left, and he feels really smug with what he's just said to them. He actually feels like he won that argument in some way. It's a bit petty. I think it's really important that we talk about pathetic fallacy in this stave. It's really important throughout the novel to set the scene, firstly, for the Gothic genre in Stave One, but also there's a massive contrast between Stave One and Stave Five weather, which coincides with a change in Scrooge's character. So it's really important that we pick up on it. So, meanwhile, the fog and darkness thickened. I'm just going to talk about the purple quotes. The fog and darkness thickened. Fog symbolizes ghostly behavior. It's hard to see. Mysterious things might happen. Shadows are formed, and people don't really know what will be coming towards them in the mist, and it creates a sense of uncertainty. So something supernatural might be building up now. We've had the setting of the scene of Scrooge being a miserly character, but we do know there's some supernatural elements on the way which might be building tension as well. Okay. Then we've got the purple quotes at the bottom. The cold became intense. So another simple sentence there, just to keep reiterating that it's getting colder, darker, more foggy, and that some negative emotions and events might be just around the corner. Foggier yet and colder. Piercing, searching, biting, cold. So you've got a nice list of 3 there. Piercing, searching, and biting cold is personification, isn't it, of the cold, suggesting that the cold has a characteristic of its own, and it's almost hunting people down, and it's making people uncomfortable and in pain because of sometimes the wind can really hurt you, can't it, when it's really sort of sharp against your face. And foggier yet, it's getting even more dark, even more sort of misty, and we don't know what's lurking. Let's just go back up to the blue quote then. There's some personification here of the church, which symbolizes religion. So the ancient tower of the church, whose gruff old bell was always peeping slyly down at Scrooge out of a Gothic window, became invisible. So outside Scrooge's office is a big church. And the tall steeple, it's symbolizing God, and it's always peeping slyly down at Scrooge. Why would the bell of the church be peeping slyly at Scrooge? Well, one, he's a sinner, remember, and all of his behaviors, God and heaven would be looking down on him slyly. But even that has been shrouded in the fog. Even the bell can't see Scrooge anymore. So this horrible miserly behavior that he's just shown to the portly gentleman, even heaven and God haven't been able to see that. And it's all about his judgment, isn't it? And the idea that if he doesn't change his ways, he'll be going to hell. And this church bell just outside his office really symbolizes that. And that church bell does reappear in Stave 5, and we'll see how it's reacting now towards Scrooge a little bit later. At the moment, it's almost condemning him to hell.